This might be the most excited I've ever been to record a video. For the last 12 months, I've been locked in this room, slaving away, distilling out 5,000 years of complex yoga philosophy into something tangible. Today, I'm going to unveil Yoga Mastery Program 2.0. And this isn't just another 21-day yoga challenge. It's a culmination of my entire life's work, and it's all I've wanted to do since 2021 when I launched the first version of this. It's the exact system that I've used to go from anxious and overwhelmed to grounded and actually feeling free in my body. And today, I'm going to be launching it. Now, I've shared a lot of content with you over the last 12 months without asking for anything in return. But today, I'm going to be honest with my intentions. I'm going to try and sell you something. I'm not going to hide behind some free webinar or some fake training. I have built an incredible product and I'm so proud of it. I love it. And I believe that if you're a professional with a busy mind, you're going to love it too. And if I can help you solve the problem of having this mental noise and this physical stiffness, then it would make all this effort worth it, because today I'm going to be revealing exactly how this works. So ultimately, it's a collection of systems that train the breath, the gaze, and the posture. When you integrate these into your daily routine, quietening your mind becomes super easy and it almost becomes automatic as a consequence. And so our objective is super simple. We just want to help you achieve a consistent, sustainable, and independent yoga practice that allows you to kind of generate peace on demand. And I want you to be able to roll out your yoga mat anywhere in the world, in a hotel room, in a park, in your living room, and practice entirely from memory, without a YouTube video, without a teacher, without needing to drive to a studio. And the practice will become a steady anchor through life's ups and downs and serve as a container for you to process all the stuff that comes up for you. And it's impossible to say no to this, because I've created an offer that will guarantee that you're going to achieve this transformation. I can guarantee that within 6 months of starting this program, you will be able to perform the Ashtanga half primary series entirely from memory, independently, in a way that will help you reliably shift your mental state every single day. I'm not guaranteeing that you can touch your toes. I'm not guaranteeing that you can stand on your hands. I'm not guaranteeing that you're going to lose belly fat. I'm guaranteeing that you will have a structured path to quiet your racing thoughts. And chances are you're probably going to end up doing the full primary series. You're going to get in the best shape of your life, and you're probably going to become super productive at work and present in your relationships as a consequence of this program. But given the time frame, I believe that anyone can achieve this if they apply themselves to the system and follow the step-by-step program. Because most yoga programs actually ask you just to join a class, and then if you don't like it and you look at this confusing schedule and you go to just 1 or 2 classes with your favorite teacher and you don't stay consistent and life happens and you don't get a calm mind and you don't get any more flexible, then too bad, right? The risk is entirely on you. But with the Yoga Mastery Program, the risk is on me. I am taking the risk for you. If you join this program, you do all the work, you log your practices, and after 6 months, you still cannot practice on your own and you still don't feel like a discernible shift in your mental chaos, I will give you a full 100% refund. I will also give you a free one-on-one practice audit, and you can have the resources for the rest of the year. So the worst case scenario is that you get 6 months of free yoga classes, resources, the most comprehensive yoga curriculum out there for this type of thing, and a YACEP certificate. And so if you just follow this simple list of things that I've laid out and I've asked you to do, you show us your tracker, you show us that you've taken your before after photos and do all of the things on that list. And if there's still no discernible shift, you get all your money back. It's not doing this for money. I'm doing this just because I'm so confident in the way that this program works that you absolutely cannot lose. So who is this for? We're looking for overwhelmed professionals and high performers who are struggling with what I call the busy mind syndrome. So number 1, you should have massive growth potential in your career, but you're currently somehow being limited or throttled by the mental noise that you're facing. You sit down to do deep work and your brain brain feels like it has 50 tabs open. You lack the ability to actually narrow your focus and execute the thing that you decide to do. Number 2, your body is actually physically keeping score now. You have either chronic lower back pain or some neck stiffness or like tension headaches. These aren't just like injuries or things that you've been facing. They are signals of stress that's manifesting in your tissues because you have no way of sustainably releasing it every single day. Number 3, you're noticing the strain on your personal relationships. Maybe you've become short-tempered with your partner. Maybe you're just physically there, but you're checked out and you're just like doing something else in your head. You're struggling to regulate your emotions and the people around you are beginning to feel it. Number 4, you're tired of being tired but wired. You struggle to sleep because you cannot switch this machine that keeps on thinking off. You lie in bed and your body is exhausted but your mind is racing with all the tasks that you want to do, and you wake up feeling really lethargic and low on energy. Number 5, this is for the seekers. You view yoga as a tool for spiritual development, for purpose, for clarity, not just as another workout. You want a practice that changes who you are, not just how you look. But most importantly, you're done with all of these YouTube classes, travel time to local studios, and trying all these different types of workouts. You've tried it. You've maybe followed YouTube videos. You've downloaded all the meditation apps. You've dropped into random studio classes. But you're still inconsistent and you're still dependent. You're dependent on a screen, you're dependent on a teacher, you're dependent on a studio, you're dependent on a Wi-Fi connection to tell you what to do. We're looking for people who are done with all of that hand-holding. We want people who are willing to put in the effort to become sovereign over their own health. And if you're looking for the next shiny object 15-minute workout or an easy way out, this is not for you. I must tell you, Ashtanga is rigorous, it's hard. Arguably, it's one of the hardest styles of yoga out there in the world right now. But if you're willing to learn a time-tested, authentic system that will serve you for the rest of your life, then keep watching. So what does it actually do? So what are you actually buying? You're not buying a bunch of videos online. You're not buying a bunch of online group classes. You're buying systems. Here's exactly how we do it. So the first step is just to unlock the mind's map. Most people fail at yoga because they don't know why they're doing it or have like hidden mental blocks that are stopping them from staying consistent. We don't just say think positive and it'll all come. We go through a specific audit to uncover exactly what stopped you in the past from being consistent, and we set clear physiological goals so you don't have to think about what to do each morning. You can just wake up and execute. Number 2 is forging consistency. Now, willpower is obviously not enough. You've tried it in the past. You need a system. We help you architect your environment and your routine so that your yoga practice can become a part of your life. We design your space around you so that you have the energy to practice, and we teach you the exact step-by-step sequences one at a time in order. And at this stage, you're practicing consistently with my guidance. We're building that container in this stage. Then we move to stage number 3, where you build your independent practice container. Most yoga teachers in the world make you dependent on them, and they show you how to do the pose and then you copy them. They tell you where to put your foot. They tell you how to raise your hand. And honestly, we're done with that. In the traditional Mysore style of practice, you actually learn how to practice on your own. And in this stage, we wean you off all of the videos and we teach you how to practice those same sequences independently on your own. You will learn to practice in a way that's finally pain-free and leaves you feeling light and energized. You won't have to wait for the right class time or drive to a studio anymore. You can practice anytime, anywhere in the right and correct method. And you become your own inner teacher. Step number 4 is, now that you're independent, challenges will come up in the practice, right? That's where step number 4, where we resolve stuck points, comes in. We teach you how to resolve all the challenges that come up in your practice. You learn how to troubleshoot in your own body, resolve the friction that's coming up in your mind, and you'll feel this massive satisfaction from finally making tangible progress on the mat. And I cannot tell you how detailed and granular I've got with this. The resources, the checklists, everything that I've done, from even being able to give you feedback on your practices through the live sessions to help you refine your alignment and teach you the correct method of how to do these poses. You'll be so confident by the end of this that you'll have no problem practicing at home. Step number 5, it doesn't stop there. It doesn't just stop at the physical, right? We want to help you refine your inner awareness. When you start to practice this every single day, you're bound to cultivate a deep level of inner focus. And this layer is all about internalizing the awareness that you have, and then you can come back to this and refine this so that you actually have a place where you can return to yourself. We teach you how to channel that same focus off the mat so that your productivity skyrockets. You have great relationships with your family and friends. And this is how you actually refine your inner awareness and see how it translates into the rest of your life. And finally, step 6, this is where the practice becomes a steady anchor through life's ups and downs. Over the course of a whole year, you'll notice your mind is growing in inner stillness. You'll see the ripple effect out in your relationships, in your patience with your family, in your connection with yourself. We use specific journaling exercises to help you track and notice this in real time. You go from feeling like you can't control the noise to having a permanent sanctuary of peace. So, all this to say that you have a program that's purely designed to help you go from feeling like there's this uncontrollable mental noise to having uninterrupted calm by the end. And by the end of this, I promise you, you won't need me. And that's kind of the point. How do I know this works? Because last year, I dedicated literally every waking moment to putting 30 people through this, almost like an experiment. And I put each and every one through it, hand-holding them through this process. And I refined it to the point where now everything is recorded. I've used the exact sequences, these exact drills, and helped students who couldn't touch their toes basically fold in half. I've helped people who were impossible, like I'm not going to be able to lift up, finally lift up into a back bend. I've used this to help CEOs who struggled with anxiety to finally sleep through the night for the first time in years. This has made transformative shifts, and people actually say there's life before the Yoga Mastery program and then there's life after the Yoga Mastery program. And more than this, I've used it myself. I've been practicing my whole life. I started at the age of 8 and I went to an ashram when I was 14 years old. I have a degree in Western philosophy. I've been qualified and all of these. I'm sure you've seen this on the website. But by the time I turned 20, I decided I'm going to do this full time. And a decade later, I've really gone to the depths of this practice. I've explored well into the 3rd series, and I'm really using this to refine my own awareness. And I continue to go to Mysore and I continue to study with the people that founded this style, and I study directly under the parampara. So I make sure that I've learned the correct technique so that I can pass it on to you in the exact way that I've learned it. It's not like I woke up, did some 200-hour teacher training in Bali, and then now I'm teaching you this course. I've really gone through the rigor of testing this, trying this, and also changing my own life through it. So I know for sure that it works. So practically speaking, what do you get when you sign up? First, you get the course. You get immediate access to the full 6-module curriculum that we just walked through. But I want to be clear, these aren't just random flow videos or a library of thousands of videos. These are step-by-step operating instructions that can take your nervous system from chaos to calm. It's essential. It's absolutely well made. And I promise you, we'll give you the drills. We'll give you the trackers. We'll give you the checklists. We'll give you the exact protocols. It's linear, it's logical, and it removes all the guesswork on your part. 2, you get the community. Now you get access to our private student community. This is where you get to ask questions, meet other members, also share your poses for feedback. You can ask anything that you want, make friends. And this is where you go from feeling like alone on this journey to practicing on the mat at home alone to actually having the accountability and the motivation to keep continuing. It's a culture of people who are serious about reclaiming their peace. And 3rd, this one is huge. You get live coaching and live group classes. We don't just dump a bunch of videos and wish you good luck. We actually run up to 4 live group sessions every single week, year round. And this is over 200 opportunities for you to log on, have me look at your practice, fix your alignment, answer your questions in real time. And this is your safety net. You never have to worry about doing it wrong or because, you're doing this on your own at home, because I'm there to correct you and support you on this journey. So you get the course to build the habit, you get the community to keep you accountable, and you get the live classes to ensure that you stay on track. If I've done a good enough job at explaining this, and if you're tired of the mental noise, the inconsistency, and the stiffness in your body, then I invite you to join us. This isn't cheap. This is an investment in a skill that will pay you dividends for the rest of your life. The attention I give you is high, and the transformation is permanent. So click the button below, join the program, and let's install these systems into your life. Remember, you do have the guarantee. So if you do the work and it doesn't work out for you, I pay you back. You literally have nothing to lose except the stress in your life. I really look forward to seeing you in the program. So click that button below and let's get you started.